We continue on in the National Football League to the divisional round. And how about Tim Tebow, Denver pulling off the overtime upset of the Pittsburgh Steelers? And they were certainly a live dog in week one. They're getting 13.5 for their trip to Foxborough to take on Tom Brady and the Patriots at Bookmaker. Approaching 2 touchdowns, Kenny, and you say it may go over 14.
I think it could. But before that, write down in your playoff notes, it's 3-0 now. Teams that are getting 7 or more at home in the playoffs have all won the game straight up.
Trend it out for you real quick. The Patriots, they are on an over roll, and it's a high total.
They are. They're 11-5 over for the season, but their last 5 games have all gone over the total, Brian, and that's because this offense and the passing, Brady is really on his game.
Before we break these 2 teams down for this contest, let's remind you here at Bookmaker, there is an awful lot of fun at your fingertips with live betting in the playoffs.
You can bet every drive in this football game. There's proposition wagers on first downs. Also, during the breaks, you're able to bet the side or the total.
We go back to the first matchup. It's funny, when I watched the game with the Steelers, I'm sitting there going, I can just picture the Pats in Foxborough watching this game, rooting long and hard for the Broncos. They want to play the Steelers.
No doubt about it. They watched this football game, and they're thinking, well, we're going to face Pittsburgh, and then all of a sudden Denver gets the lead, and they're thinking, hey, there's an opportunity here. We may get the Broncos again, but I don't think they're going to overlook them.
Let's go inside the first matchup between these two. It was a lot of hype. Tebow was on a roll. Brady versus Tebow. In retrospect, you look at the final score, you say, well, the Patriots just dominated the game. Denver jumped out of the gate, Kenny, and had a chance to make it a 3-score lead before they started shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers.
Yeah, they scored their first 3 drives. The only game I think Tebow has done well in the first quarter of any game so far has been a starter for the Broncos, but he did against the Patriots. But once the Patriots made adjustments, it was hard for Tebow to score.
Denver's offense will have opportunities here. A lot of McGahee's a good idea. A lot of Tebow running the football is a good idea. Keep Brady off the field, and this is a Patriots defense, allows in excess of 400 yards a game.
Always a great strategy when you're up against a great quarterback like Brady. Run the football, keep him off the field. That's your best defense.
We talk about the New England Patriots and Tom Brady, and we say, oh, just another year. Road to the AFC, and the Super Bowl goes through New England, but it's been forever since they actually kicked the door down and won the whole thing.
No, you're right. They have not won a Super Bowl in a while now. They've been there. The last time was against the Giants in their undefeated year. But they have finally, I think, they have a team that's able to run the football enough to get them where they need to be. Belichick's really an outstanding X's and O's guy. And they get a break playing Denver.
And, of course, you got O'Brien, who's going to be the new head coach at Penn State as the offensive coordinator. And then the late development, Josh McDaniels, coming back from St. Louis, will actually be on the sidelines, maybe taking a little bit of a back seat, but he's the guy who got Tebow to go to Denver, so a little subplot there.
You're right. He's the offensive consultant now. He knows a lot about Denver and what they're trying to get done. Patriots have already faced him once, too. They wasted, not wasted, but they used a lot of energy that week. Preparing for Tebow the first time will come in very handy for this matchup.
So it's live betting at Bookmaker, and currently the number sits 13.5. New England favorite. Total on the game at Bookmaker is 50.5. But, Mr. White, you think it's going up?
I think the side will go up. I think you'll see 14s.
Keep it right here. Live betting all weekend long in the NFL postseason at Bookmaker.